Hey guys, so I wrote a story on r/no sleep on Reddit, and it kind of made trending in I think like 12 hours or something like that. I don't know, something like that. And so I was like, Halloween's coming up, so screw it. I'll read you guys my story. So this story is called "I Think I'm from an Alternate Reality." 375 likes. That's good. That's the most likes I've ever gotten on anything. I'll link the story below if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. But let's just jump into it. My name is Reese, and I think I'm from an alternate reality. It all started 2 months ago. My girlfriend Kayla had dumped me on our 2-year anniversary. I loved her so much. She was all I cared about. I couldn't believe it was over. I was so depressed. I tried to do anything to keep my mind off it, but everything reminded me of her. I even thought about killing myself at one point or another. For the last couple of months, I decided to explore the dark web, the same way I would when I was a dumb middle schooler. I came across this forum. It wasn't popular, maybe a few hundred users. I came across this post. It was very interesting. A bunch of people were talking about some kind of ritual that you could get back with your ex, as if they'd never broken up with you. The ritual involved burning a DNA sample of the person in a jar using cinnamon and gasoline, and then chanting this weird chant. So I decided to try it. I still had some of her clothes left at my house, so I decided to use that. I stuffed them into a jar. I poured the mixture of gasoline and cinnamon into the jar. I took the jar to the fire pit that we had in my backyard. I lit a match and set the jar on fire. I began chanting the words. I didn't know what the words meant, but I chanted them anyways. The smoke from the jar began to make me feel sick and dizzy. I felt myself black out and fall to the ground. I woke up. My vision was blurry. As my eyes began to focus, I became aware of where I was. I was on some bridge, but beyond the bridge there was nothing but stars and space. I looked down at the end of the bridge and saw someone. I couldn't tell who it was. I started to approach the person. I got closer and I recognized him. It was me. I was looking at myself. It wasn't a reflection. It was a real person, but it was me. We looked at each other in confusion. Who are you? I asked. I'm Reese. We eyed each other up and down. I had the feeling that I was being watched by something else. That's when I heard a voice go through my head. It was a raspy, dark voice. It sent chills through my whole body. You must kill. What? This thing wanted me to kill this person that looked exactly like me? He wanted me to kill myself, basically. Did you hear that too? The other Reese asks me. I did. I'm supposed to kill myself? Even if I wanted to, how do I do that? If he is me and thinks like me, how do I kill myself before I kill me? Anything I think, he likely will think the same thing. I tried to think what I wouldn't think, but I know he's probably thinking that too. How does one kill themselves? We just stared at each other. I saw him squint, staring at the placement of my hands. He moves in for an attack. I easily countered it. I knew exactly what he was going to do. As I tried to become more offensive, he easily saw what I was doing. This fight just turned into us rolling back and forth on the ground, getting a few scrapes. After about 5 minutes of this, "Okay, wait, stop!" I screamed. We let go of each other. "Let's just talk," I say to him. We both sat down onto the ground and just talked. We obviously had everything in common. Same exes, same hobbies, everything. We spent what felt like an hour just talking about computers, video games, and Kayla. I learned that wherever he is from, his Kayla died while they were dating. I felt my heart sink when he explained how she died. She killed herself, he muttered. As tears began rolling down his eyes, he began sobbing. I nearly cried just by the thought of that. My biggest fear was Kayla dying. We sat in silence, just thinking for the next several minutes. I need to get out of here. and the only way out is if I kill myself. He quickly eyes me, wiping his tears. He was thinking the same thing. I remembered the pocket knife I had. Is he about to attack me? Should I attack first? What if he doesn't want to attack? Wait, what if he isn't thinking the same thing? But what if he is? Should I just stab him right now? Before he can have the chance to kill me? But what if he doesn't want to kill me and I just kill an innocent man? But what if I don't do anything and then he will get the idea to kill me? I see him suddenly reach into his pocket. He's reaching for his pocket knife, I thought to myself. I stomped my foot onto his hand as he reached into his pocket. He screamed in pain. I quickly flick out my pocket knife, sending it straight through his heart. He looked at me in shock. He could barely speak. Why? He mutters out softly. Tears began streaming down his face. He lays onto his back. I look at the hand I stomped. I see there wasn't a pocket knife in it, but a folded up piece of paper. I grab the paper out of his hand and I open it up. It was a note from Kayla. It was her suicide note. My vision became blurry as tears formed in my eyes. My heart started to sink. I crawl over myself. I don't want to go. Please don't let me go. He softly calls out. Tears drip down my cheek and onto his shirt. He was crying. He let out a final breath as his head fell back. He was dead. I had just killed myself. He just wanted to go home the same way I do, go back to his family, but now that isn't going to happen. I lied down on the stone bridge. I closed my eyes and just sobbed. When I opened my eyes, I was back in my bed. Was it all a dream? I got out of bed and checked my phone. October 21st, 2019, 11:49 a.m. It was the day before I performed the ritual. That was the most realistic dream I've ever had. I walked to the bathroom. I look into the mirror. I noticed I had all the same scrapes I had from the bridge. Where did I get these scrapes? That was all a dream, right? I reach into my pocket, and I feel a folded up piece of paper in it. My heart stops. I start sweating. I slowly pull the paper out. I wasn't even breathing. I look at the paper. It was the same note from Kayla. My phone goes off, making me jump. I quickly pull it out. Reminder. Kayla's funeral. October 21st, 2019 at 1:30 p.m. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If you liked it, whatever. And if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.